Perhaps it's my confusion, but I can't shake that feeling that I'm failing when I've been practicing the sadhana for a while, and still I don't get any difference or feel anything different. What am I doing wrong? Am I supposed to see or get different experiences over time?
I appreciate this kind of question. So, first of all, uncertainty, doubt, and confusion, the part of this natural processes on our journey when we don't perceive immediate gratification, immediate changes in our practice as a beginner or a long-term practitioner. Let me say that. So I really appreciate this question. But let's say the first, let's step back and ask, why do we practice sadhana? What is its purpose? In Buddhism, the goal is the internal or inner transformation, the gradual unfolding of wisdom and compassion. So this is not about some kind of grandiose, that's called. This is not always marked by dramatic experiences, but by subtle and profound shift over time. It's important to understand the sadhana itself. It's crucial. Study its meaning and purpose is very important, especially in the context of the West, where we may not grow up with this kind of framework, and we don't have natural devotion or trust in the Dharma path. And how does this practice shape my mind, my heart? How does this practice work? So knowing the mechanism, so to speak, of sadhana helps us build trust in our own process. In our community, actually, I really emphasize to know the mechanism and also purpose. Those two things are very important, especially in the Western practitioners. And we want to cultivate and have what Lama Tsongkhapa called or refers to the three convictions. So let's test here, because I talked many occasions, even in the book. What are the three convictions? Iche Sunden in Tibetan. What are they? Those are the three qualities tantric practitioner, in this case sadhana practitioner, should have. Even intellectual understand we need this before we embark on the sadhana. Then over time it's developed and more and it deepens. But what are these? Three convictions, three trusts, three qualities you guys should have.
Is it the faith in the lineage, faith in yourself, and faith in the practice itself, or the teacher? Or...
Yeah, practice. So number one is our intuitive kind of trust, feeling, longing. Oh, this practice, I think many of you felt that way. That's why you are on this journey, connected certain deities or the tantric practice. We are drawn onto this. We cannot explain why, but somehow drawn onto it. This kind of intuitive conviction, trust, deep down in our heart is very important. That's number one, trust in practice, trust in the teachings. And this number two is the trust in the one who holds that teaching, teachers, namely, and also lineage teachers who carry that teaching all the way to here, up to this point. That's very important, trust in the lineage and the teachers. Finally, or thirdly, the conviction in our own capacity to tread this journey, namely Buddha nature, the quality to wake up after we recited the 8-line praise a few times. See if you have some kind of felt that, got in touch with that part of ourselves. So the three convictions are so important. So continue to cultivate, especially if we practice tantric practice like sadhana. Confidence in the teaching, certainty in the path, and our own capacity to tread the path. Cultivating these helps us navigate the doubts or whatever comes up in our mind and deepen our devotion. Devotion plays a key role on the tantric journeys, as you may know. But this devotion is not just a blind faith. So based on all these practices, I was talking about, number one, understanding the sadhana and the three convictions, and understanding the purpose of the sadhana, the motivation of sadhana or tantric practice. Why bother, right? Why not just enjoying the Mahayana path? I mean, the Tantra is a Mahayana path, but why don't you not engaging in a tantric, this apparently complicated practice? So that sort of thing important. Then patience. Yeah, patience and letting go of expectations are keys. Do you have a patience? In a way, tantric practitioners are impatient because we want to save every single being as quickly as possible, right? That's one of the reasons we engage the tantric practice. This fierce bodhisattvas who we are. On the other hand, bodhisattvas are very patient. So we need to have a patience and also letting go of these expectations. So as I often quote His Holiness, what did he say? Expectation is a foundation of failure. Dharma practice unfold over the years, even lifetimes. So we have to have this long-term vision with appreciation and gratitude. How fortunate I am, I met Dharma in this lifetime. Finally, I have a perfect conducive conditions, precious human life. That's cultivation of gratitude also important. So instead of seeking immediate result gratifications, we look back every 5 or 10 years even, His Holiness suggests. Then see if anything, has we become a little kinder, wiser, more open? That sort of questions we check. Not every 6 months. I don't know, this person said, what did it say, for a while? I don't know what that for a while means. No, just need a patience with the other 3 convictions and understanding mechanism, process. Everything need to be integrated into your practice journey. Am I open a little more than before? Or something like that, wiser, kinder? These are the real signs of transformation. Right? On top of that, we are practicing tantric sadhana, right? So have we seen the self and the world beyond the veils of ordinarity? Just the same old thing? Or started to have a little more open perspectives, whom we take to be the self and the appearance. Just to summarize, if we focus on motivation, understanding, conviction, and patience, the question of why am I not feeling anything naturally fades away, I think. Instead, we trust the process and knowing that the true change is happening beneath the surface. So deep down. So started to connect more and more the subtle transformation. Yeah, one more piece to this is that it's very helpful to have a spiritual companionship, like here, treading the same journeys and have a small group practice, for example, and sharing our own experience, doubt, questions. Those are very nurturing and important, especially in the West. We tend to get isolated because our neighbors are not practicing. In Tibet, they all understand what we are practicing, what they are practicing. But here, no. So we have a support here. Not necessarily in this community. What I'm saying is the Sangha is very important.